I think this is an incredibly important moment for us in the Commonwealth having India's leadership. You'll know that the Commonwealth has been pushing hard, for example, for a reform of the international financial institutions. And India now leads our finance minister's action group on this issue. We believe that we should have a universal vulnerability index, which takes into account not just GDP, but the vulnerability of our countries. The agenda which has been identified by India for the G20 is very much the Commonwealth's agenda. So we really are hoping that the leadership that India has shown will enable us to deliver on a number of issues. For example, we know that we need climate finance if we are to have climate justice. The G20 countries are probably responsible for 80% of the emissions. The global south, particularly the small and the developing states, the island states, have contributed less than 5% of these emissions. So we are hoping that India will continue, as she has done, to strive for climate justice. And she will be receiving warm support. And I must thank India for taking up the mantle of chairing this Commonwealth Finance Ministers Action Group, which is supported by Nigeria as the deputy or vice chair on behalf of our Commonwealth Finance Ministers. So we really do need India's strength, her vision, and her support if we are to deliver this. If you just look at the small things we've already done in the Commonwealth, we have been able to create the Commonwealth Climate Finance Access Hub, which puts climate advisors into our small member states. Now, with just $6 million, so a tiny amount of money, we have already been able to deliver $310 million into the hands of our small states. If we could get support and have a climate finance advisor in every one of our small or developing states who needs it, just think how we could improve the opportunities that those who are most disadvantaged and who have contributed least to the climate crisis that we now face. Just think about what we could help them to do if they got the money for adaptation and mitigation. So I have to tell you, there is a lot of hope. There's a lot of aspiration and trust that's being invested in India as now the 5th largest economy in the world to help those who are vulnerable and small to believe that change is possible, justice is deliverable, and India is the real partner of choice for so many in our Commonwealth who need India's help and her support.